Now, the propaganda about Tel Aviv as this open and cosmopolitan city is particularly appalling, I think, because some of you may know Tel Aviv has made world headlines not for its welcoming of people. I mean, in those propaganda videos, I'm from Belgium, I'm from Russia, I'm from there. If you keep watching, there are people from Sweden, and nobody in that video says I'm from Africa or from any African country, because this is how Africans have been, again, repeatedly. I want to point out that this is not exceptional. This video you're going to see is by this guy. This is a high-resolution photograph of him. He's called David Sheen, and he is a Toronto native who lives in Tel Aviv, and he has been documenting the violence and racism against Africans in Tel Aviv, and this is one of his videos from New Year's Eve.
מגיעים אוטובוסים, מתחילים לפנות מפה אנשים. בניתם מתקני שהייה בנגב, 12,000, 13,000 מקומות ריקים. תתחילו לפנות את האנשים.
יאללה, כולם הביתה, לסודן! תפנו פה את השכונה! זה שכונה יהודית! מה זה הדבר הזה? תעוף הביתה! תעוף הביתה, מה זה הדבר הזה? אני נולדתי פה!
סודנים!
מה קרה? עופו
לכו
הביתה!
מפה! לכו תסתלקו מפה!
סודנים הביתה! עופו הביתה! עופו הביתה, כולם!
סודנים לסודן! סודנים לסודן! סודנים לסודן!
סודנים לסודן! לכו הביתה! עופו מהמדינה שלי! עופו מהמדינה שלי!
סודנים לסודן!
סודנים הביתה! תחזרו לסודן! לכו לסודן! זה המדינה שלי פה! זה הבית שלי! אני נולדתי פה! איפה אתם? בשבילכם נולדנו במדינה!
תחזרו לסודן!
עופו מפה!
תחזרו לסודן!
עופו מהמדינה שלנו!
סודנים לסודן!
סודנים הביתה!
Now, at the end, just where we stopped, the young men arrived at the parliamentary constituency office of Michael Ben-Ari, a member of the Israeli parliament, the Knesset, who just before you saw that, I don't know what to call it, they had been at a rally led by Michael Ben-Ari. Michael Ben-Ari has been leading the incitement, but I see that within the past few hours, David Sheen has been tweeting about, keep going, Ben, yeah. But today I looked at David Sheen's Twitter account, for those who use Twitter, and he was tweeting about another of the Israelis this very day. So there was yet another rally in broad daylight against, there you go. I doubt Africans will be beaten in broad daylight during working hours, but after dusk, expect racist Israelis to start beating random Africans. He's documented this day after day after day, including on this very day. And I mentioned Michael Ben-Ari, but it's important to note that this is not a marginal figure. One of the pieces we did, and maybe you can find it while we talk, one of the pieces David Sheen did for us is kind of Israel's Dirty Dozen, it's called, sort of documenting the racist incitement from Israeli leaders that includes the top leaders of the country, including the Minister of Interior and the Prime Minister. The Minister of the Interior, the former Minister of the Interior in particular, Eli Yishai, famously said, we'll get to Ron Huldai. But Eli Yishai famously said that Israel, and this is his words, I checked it, very careful with these quotes, checked the original Hebrew, and he said, you know, that these people who come from Africa, these asylum seekers, the word they use in Hebrew is infiltrators, which is the same word the army uses for, you know, quote unquote terrorists who come across the border to, you know, attack innocent farmers and so on. So they use the same word, and so Eli Yishai in particular said that yeah, this country belongs to us, to the white man. The irony of this is that Eli Yishai is ethnically Arab. You know, most of the Jewish population in Israel is ethnically Arab, but this goes to show the politics of Israel, which has de-Arabized Jews, and to the point where, you know, Palestinian Arabs are considered to be, you know, non-white and targets of racial and colonial violence, but Eli Yishai identifies himself with the white man. Ron Huldai, the person before, this is significant that he's part of the Dirty Dozen, and again David Sheen documents this because Ron Huldai is the mayor of Tel Aviv and often appears in pinkwashing propaganda promoting Tel Aviv as this cosmopolitan and particularly gay-friendly city. So I thought it was very important to look at the reality behind the notion of Tel Aviv as this welcoming place. Welcoming for who? Not for Africans and certainly not for Palestinians. But in the interest of time, I won't go into that.